Hey, my friends, this is The Art of Prepping. Hope everyone's doing great today. I want to touch base on the topic of motivators, in particular, what I consider the top 3 life motivators. Why is this important? Because if you're into preparedness or if you want to have a decent life, if you're not motivated to do anything, if you have no motives, if you have no get up and go, if you feel like that you can't do anything or you don't want to do anything, then you're not going to get any results. You're not going to grow internally, and you're not going to have any external growth. So you're going to be stuck in the mud. And let's not be stuck in the mud. So first off, or point number 1, which I think is really important here, is to be organized. And not just organized, but to act with intention and to have something to live for and to believe in. Now, let's just unpack that to some degree here. That's a lot to take in. I mean, when you really think about this, how many different ways is there to be organized? There's thousands of ways to be organized. But it doesn't make sense just to be organized on its own. You have to have an intention of why you're doing all this, and you have to have a motive, right? You have to have something that you're working toward, that you're living for in particular, and you have to have some type of belief system, something set up, because people aren't motivated to do things that they don't believe in. Now, when it comes to the mind, this amazing organ, it is just unbelievable. It is so complicated. Scientists, even in the modern day, are just scratching the surface of how it works, and just the complexity of it is just mind-boggling. So when it comes to the mind, having an organized mind, a mind filled with intention, a mind that is focused on something that's important to them, that they have a focus to live for, and they have belief systems that are rational, that they can work within. It's going to be very healthy, and it's going to contribute to a vast amount of motivation to do things. The same thing that goes with relationships. If you're in a toxic relationship, it's very hard to be organized and to have good intentions, to have something to live for, and it's hard to believe in someone that you don't even like, or it's hard to be around. So having healthy relationships really bolsters all the influence around you to some degree, and also helps to build you up during difficult times. Home and work life. Having an organized home, an organized work environment, to have things at home that you are working toward, and having work that you want to do. I mean, that makes all the difference to motivate someone or to demotivate. If you don't have an organized home, or if you don't have a home that you even want to live in, if you don't have a job that you want to go to work to, then it's really hard to be motivated. So you need to focus on having a home life that is agreeable, that is healthy. You need to have work that is agreeable, that makes you feel like you grew and that it satisfies you. And so there's a question here that I ask myself from time to time. Are you doing things that promote personal growth? You can't really overstate this. If you're not growing, then you're dying inside, or you're stagnant. But there's really not really a such thing as just being neutral in life. Either you're going up or going down. You don't just kind of just feel stuck and you stay stuck. It's typically when you're stuck, you start to go downhill from there. And so if you are feeling stuck, if you are in a situation that you're not growing, that's a major, major problem. And it completely defeats levels of motivation that can be accomplished. And so we need to kind of focus on things that produce motivation. So in recap, be organized and act with intention. Have something to live for and something to believe in. The second motivator that I find very powerful, is when a person is able to formulate and pursue attainable goals using realistic, incremental planning. So let's unpack that. To come up with and to chase after, and I mean in the sense of doing things to make things happen, goals that are realistic by using a plan, having a planning system that is incremental. So you basically break down how you're going to accomplish this goal or these goals. And so you want to be excited about something. Exciting and passionate goals are so much easier to accomplish. You don't want boring types of progress. You want excitement. You want to be enthusiastic as you move forward. And you want your planning to be doable actions, not just pie in the sky stuff. Planning which only requires doable action in stages that are reasonable and agreeable. If you can't agree with your own progress or the things that you need to do to have progress, you're not going to do them. Or if you do them, you're going to fight it all the way. And you're going to try to find excuses at any point that you can. Breaking goals into smaller form factors makes it easier to accomplish and push through to see results, to have success. So if you have a big goal, a very complicated goal, a long-term goal, look at it as a series or a number of smaller goals. Break down these goals, right? Break them down. Make things really simple. And in some ways, simple as possible. Make a big goal look like a series of smaller goals. And so this is a question that I ask myself on this number 2 here. Do you take note of your progress? Do you even notice your progress? Do you celebrate your progress and success? I know that there are times that we don't do that, and we really should. That's part of the motivation factor. So formulate and pursue attainable goals using realistic, incremental planning. And the third means of motivation here, of the 3, is to serve others. Because serving others, helping others for the end goal of making the world a better place, makes the world a better place for us as well. Improve your world by helping better the world for others. It's something that's within all of us, really. We all know that making things better for your neighbor, for your friend, for a family member is better for you too. And you're not going in this in a selfish manner, but you're going in this to make a difference. And the difference not only affects others, but it comes full circle to affect you. So what you do, what you spend your time on, will affect everybody. What better purpose is there than to reduce the suffering in the world? To make the world a better place than before you entered it. I mean, that's a very powerful thought. The knowing that before you were born, there were these problems in the world, and then you came into the world, and you helped to solve some of these problems, or you made a difference to some people. Being a parent is a tremendous opportunity. It's a great example to positively influence future generations and to contribute to the expansion of human capability. And what I mean by that is parents have great influence. Children watch and model their parents and other people that are in their lives. What you do matters. And because of that, it is a great motivator to do good, to do the right thing. So are you serving others or only yourself? How are you making life better for others, relieving suffering, and contributing to a better world? How are you bettering the world?